Guys, welcome to Techallien. So today we'll be talking about Darkweb and how to access Darkweb. Alright, so if this is your first time of coming to my channel, you do subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and also click on the like button. So first, we'll be talking about what Darkweb is and the use of Darkweb. Okay, Darkweb is a part of internet that is intentionally hidden and accessible through a standard web browser. It is only accessible through one standard web browser, which is the Tor browser. And the Tor browser is the only browser that can access on your site because Darkweb is being hosted, or every dark website is being hosted on Tor engine, and it is very it has this anonymity and privacy in it, so which makes it more unique than other sites, unlike the primary sites which we do access all the time. But the main purpose of dark web is for you to browse the web or access the internet anonymously. Without the waste of your time, I'll be showing you step by step on how to access dark web. So the first step is through virtual machine. The operating system that is mainly used in the virtual machine is the parrot, which I'm about to show you guys how to download the parrot and install it in your virtual machine. So today we'll be using what is called VMware, and then configuring our VMware or configuring the parrot inside the VMware. So first, without the waste of your time, let's dive into it. First, to open your web browser. So let's open our web browser. Head over to this link. I've already dropped the link below. Scroll down a little bit down to the bottom where you will see the download now, and click on the download now. I'll be dropping the link to the key. So after that, you head over to where it says parrot.sec or parrot.sec, which is built. This is an operating system that is built under the Linux distribution. So you download this by going through here and clicking on download and select the ISO. So that's the one you'll be selecting. You can also select for the VirtualBox, but this is not for the VirtualBox that we are going for. We are going for the ISO. So here, as you can see, I have already downloaded the VMware and already installed them. So you know that this is the parrot we downloaded. Now open up your VMware. If you open up your VMware, next is to click on the new or create a new virtual machine. So if this is not your first time of creating a virtual machine inside the VMware, what you have to do is to go to File and create a new virtual machine. So File, create a new virtual machine. So from here you can select typical. Do not go to customize unless you want to customize, like improve your RAM and the rest. So go to typical and then select next. Now in here, make sure you click the install disk, which is the disk image that we'll be installing, which is the ISO or the parrot that we downloaded. So you click on browse. Next, head over to where you downloaded the parrot. So I dragged and dropped my parrot in the desktop for me to locate it very fast. So now you select your disk image, which is the parrot, and click on next. Now remember that it's a Linux distribution, so we'll be selecting Linux for that. And then I downloaded the 64-bit operating system, so I'll be selecting Ubuntu 64-bit, or you can just choose any other Linux distribution, which is 64-bit kernel. So for this, I don't mind. I will be selecting the Ubuntu 64-bit. Next, and then give it a name. You can just call it anything and click next. Now assign your hard disk or the storage disk that you'll be using. So for this, we'll be assigning 40 gig for it. After assigning the 40 gig, make sure that you did not split the disk image to multiple. So make sure that you used for they store disk as one single file, and click next. Now click finish. Now in here, what we'll be needing to do is to tap on the Ubuntu, which is the one we selected, and click the edit button. Now, while clicking on the edit button, we have to upgrade the RAM. If you wish to update your RAM to 4 gig, that will be cool. But here we'll be using 2 gigabytes of RAM, and make sure the processor is, or two processors. I'm running two processors at the same time. So in here, if your virtualization engine is being selected as Intel VT, make sure to untick, and then add any stuff you want to add. You can add extra audio, extra storage, or extra sound. If you have extra sound, if you adding anything, we'll be clicking on OK, and then power on this big boy. All right, already I've installed it. So, but I'll be showing you guys how to install it. It's not that hard or difficult. So you wait for it to come up. Give it some time. All right, still loading up. All right, when you are in this section, all you need to do is to click the enter button, or you can select the try and install, but it's not that hard. Just tap on the enter button in your computer. Give it some time to load up. So it's still configuring every part of the operating system. This parrot operating system it's mostly used for penetration testing, and if you are into ethical hacking, you can use parrots, unlike you using the Ubuntu and using other Linux distro like Linux Mint and the rest. So this parrot is mostly used for penetration testing and other ethical hacking stuff. So when you are in the parrot, you can see we are in the try version, not yet installed. So all you need to do is to click on the install button here and follow the prompt. So we won't be doing the installation. I have already installed the parrot operating system into the virtual machine. So from here you can just select your language and then follow the instruction. Install the parrot. So for here we'll be closing down this big boy. Power off, then opening where we have already installed the parrot already. The installation might take a while depending on your system. It took me around 30 minutes for all right, still loading up. Okay, let's power on. It's also using your system, which is your system IP address, which is the internet proxy of your system, and also your ISP, which is your internet service provider of your normal hardware computer. You know, this is a virtual machine that you are running, and it's using the component of your normal computer to operate. But the good thing about it is that you can be able to configure it, you know, create an anonymous IP, which is an internet proxy, and assign a different ISP. Let's click enter. right, we are in our operating system or in our parrot OS. So next is to go to the application section. All right, when you click on the application section, scroll down to where it says internet, and then you will see the Tor is pre-installed already. It comes with the operating system, because as I told you guys, this OS is mainly built for penetration testing and anything regarding unethical hacking. I'm advising you guys, before you go into the dark web, make sure that you keep yourself secured. And secondly, I'm not teaching you this for anything illegal or for you to use it illegally. So this is only for educational purposes. Next, what we need to do is to click on the Tor browser, open up your Tor, and wait for it to load up. Alright, so when you're in your Tor browser, all you need to do is to click next to connect to the Tor network, which is, hold on, let me load it up. Click on the connect button here to connect to the Tor network. So let's connect to the Tor network. Alright, so we are now connected to the Tor network. When you search for what's my IP, you are being assigned to an IP, which is an internet proxy across a different country. I don't know, I don't even know who gave or who brought the idea of using a VPN to access Tor browser. That's very funny, because already Tor has an inbuilt VPN, which is virtual private network. So this is a VPN running off another VPN to connect you to another VPN, which is the most strongest network. I can even tell you or assure you that you can't be tracked. So here, let's check our IP. All right, from here you can see that we are being assigned to a different country, which is Benin. I don't know, which is Benin. So when you have confirmed the IP that you are being assigned into, next thing is you need to do is to go to here and then search for hidden wiki, and from the hidden wiki you can then search for any other extra stuff you want to. So from here you will see the list of dark webs and their duty, or what they does. So these are all the list of dark webs and their stores, forums, social media, and the rest. So for that, this is the first process of accessing dark web. Second way of accessing the dark web is by using an operating system called Tel. So first, you will need to go to the first link called Banana HL. I have a link at the description below. You check out my description to find the links. And secondly, come down here and go to tel.net. I already dropped the link at the description below. When you are in the Tel link, next thing you need to do is to click on the install Tel here, over here. Click on the install Tel here, and then when you click on the install Tel, next scroll down here and then select the Windows to download Tel. After you are done with the download, next open up your Banana HL. When your Banana HL is open, Next thing you need to do is to plug in your USB flash. You can run it in around 8 gigabytes of USB storage, or more than 8 gigabytes, but I prefer you using an 8 gigabytes of storage. So you plug in your USB, and then next, flash file, go to your desktop or go to where you dragged the tel operating system and select the tel. Next, select the target, which is your USB from here. Now next, select the disk, which is the 8 gigabyte of flash drive we plugged in, and then flash. Have it in mind that this might take a while and it will take a whole longer time to process. So it's now creating the tel operating system in the USB flash drive. All right, so we are almost done with the creation of the tel bootable flash drive. Okay, we are in our 99%, and here we are validating it. So as you can see, we have already validated everything, and it seems like everything is completely installed. All right, so the next thing we need to do is to restart our system and boot it up to our BIOS or boot section. All right, so we are done with the creation of our USB bootable parrot OS. Now what we need to do is to restart our system by scrolling down here and putting it into our boot section. So let's click on restart. Now while restarting, all you need to do is to figure out your boot key. So for mine is F12. So keep holding your F12 while your system is booting up. So from here you can see that we are in our boot section or our boot option. We'll be selecting the one, which is the one up above here. We'll be selecting the lane pause, which is where the parrot OS is being installed. So it won't be showing as USB flash, or it won't be displaying as a USB bootable flash. Rather, it might display as a Limpus light, or it might display as a USB bootable flash. So when you are in your Limpus light, which is after you are done selecting the first link or the first boot file, next click enter and wait for it to boot in. Now you can see, click enter again to boot into your parrot operating system. So wait for it. It will have to restart. Okay, still booting up. This might take some time. Okay. All right. So we are in our parrot operating system. You have to set up your key. We are setting our key to English. You can create a persistent storage if you wish. So for you to create a persistent storage, all you need to do is to click or activate the persistent storage. So what this persistent storage does is that it allows you to save up files in your USB flash, like saving up your documents and your files. So if you don't want to create the persistent storage, you have to untick. So if you are not using the persistent storage, what it does is that immediately you unplug the USB, it will wipe every record and data that or the cache. In normal computer, whenever you are browsing or doing any activity, it has this cache or this trace it always leave behind. For this tel, it doesn't have any trace unless you wish to leave a trace behind, which is clicking on this persistent storage. So for this, we will not be using this persistent storage. Rather, we will start up our tel by scrolling to start tel and wait for our tel to boot up. So tel already has, or is it has this pre-installed Tor browser in it. All you need to do is to hover around to your connectivity in here. You can see, then connect to your wireless network, which is your Wi-Fi. After you are connected to your Wi-Fi, you scroll over here to application, and then you can see your Tor browser here. Open up your Tor browser, connect to the Tor network, and then you can access Darkweb through this. I'm not recommending you guys to access Darkweb, but I'm recommending you guys the safest way of accessing Darkweb if you are curious of knowing what is in Darkweb. So I will still showing you guys as the last method of accessing Darkweb through RDP. So first, all you need to do is to shut down your computer, and then go into the top corner right here and then restart your computer. Okay guys, I've shown you first and second method of ways we can access the dark web, or in a safest way we can access the dark web. So this one I'll be talking about RDP is kind of a virtual computer or a desktop computer that is being hosted remotely. So it's not in your physical computer, not running as a physical computer, but it's an operating system that is being hosted virtually. You can host any operating system, unlike Linux computer. You can also host a Mac operating system also, I believe. And you can also host different operating system as a virtual computer. That we have two type of virtual computer. We have the virtual computer running in your or using your computer environment, which is the hardware of your computer to operate. But this is a remote computer. It's a virtual computer indeed, but it's kind of remotely. You operate it remotely. You can operate it from anywhere, anytime, and any moment, as long as you have your mobile phone or your computer to access it. Sure, you can access it. So for this, I'll be showing you guys how to use your RDP, which is your remote desktop, to access the dark web in a safest way, or accessing the dark web through a safest means with it. So for this, we'll be needing to open our RDP. So every Microsoft computer or Windows computer has the application that runs this RDP. You don't need to install any third-party software. You don't need to download anything. All you need to do is to head down to your keyboard, click on your Windows button, search for RDP, and click enter. Already I have my RDP. So for this, I'll be teaching you guys how to create RDP in my next video. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also turn on the notification bell for you to get notification when I'll be dropping my video. So my RDP is being assigned with a name, which is my name, and also is also assigned with an IP address, which is to click on connect, and I'll be connected to my RDP. So already, if you happens to host your own RDP, you will be needing to insert your password, or you will need to insert your password, the password you created. So I'll be explaining this and guiding you guys step by step how to create a clean RDP. Let's click on yes to connect into our RDP. You can see it's configuring the remote season or the remote desktop in this. So this is our remote desktop. It's quite different from our normal computer. You can see this is our normal computer, while this is our remote desktop. Okay, so now first thing is to download our Tor browser. So you head over to your browser and go over here and search for Tor. So for this, I am using this only for testing purposes. Here we are in the search engine where we search for the RDP, the Tor project. Now let's download the Tor by going to the site and then click here where you see download Tor browser. Remember, as I told you guys, every activity that is being done in our RDP won't affect our normal computer. So we are downloading for Windows because what we are running here, or the remote desktop that we are running, is for Windows. From here you see we now have our RDP downloaded. Next, click open file to install and click OK. Install. Have it in mind that it might slow down. It might slow down because this is not just like a normal computer which you are using that has all the whole necessary files, although you can configure it. From here you can see that we already have our Tor browser from here. So when you click on finish to start up your Tor browser, give you some time. All right, now we are in our Tor browser. Now let's click on connect. Give it time to connect. Wow, we are now connected to the Tor network. Very clean, very simple. So when you search on hidden wiki, we are good to go, showing that we are browsing successfully. So these are the 3 safest means of accessing the dark web. So if you like this video, do subscribe, and also remember to turn on the notification bell or the notification button for more tutorials like this. And also remember to share this video. Remember to share this video for others to learn. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day.